My name is Matt Jantos from Newcom Audio Video Systems. Ubiquiti is a company that we've been using for years, who has specialized in network equipment for both wired and wireless networks. They've added several devices and products to their line, including cameras and access controls. We recently installed some of their systems for our customers here in Florida, as well as New Jersey, and I wanted to go over a couple of the systems and show you how their products work and some of the features of the system. So here is our demarcation point. What we've done here is we've run Cat6 wiring through the conduit that is required by code on commercial buildings. And that wiring runs in a bundle up. We've tie wrapped that to the mounting board up to our punch-down panel. We have several areas here in the facility where we've got wireless access points and cameras. Those connect into that device. And then we have patch cabling that runs in a bundle from here to our Ubiquiti 48 port power over Ethernet switch. Now that device provides power along with data to those devices. That is connecting to our Ubiquiti UDM Pro. That is a router as well as a DVR. As you can see here, there's a slot here that you can put in a hard drive. We have a 14 gigabyte hard drive, and that allows our cameras to have recordability and recording. This is our main internet connection that's being provided by our provider Hotwire. That's a fiber connection, goes in by a Cat6 to our Ubiquiti device, and we've got fiber going from our Ubiquiti UDM Pro to our PoE switch. All Ubiquiti devices are controlled with the Ubiquiti controller, and that is just basically a software/firmware that's built into some of the select devices that allow you to manipulate them and control them and configure them. So in this case, we have two main devices. The first is our UDM Pro, and then that's part of our wired network. That communicates to a couple of wireless access points, and again, within the controller here, we can set up IP addresses, we can push updates if need be, and then we can also tweak the actual Wi-Fi so that we can make sure that we have the fastest and most robust Wi-Fi available, which you do through a combination of changing the radio frequencies and the channels within those access points. We also have control of our cameras, which is done here in the bottom. Again, we can assign IP addresses if we want to and push firmware updates. The camera portion of the interface is quite nice. This is the main interface for that, where we can see all of our cameras. We can highlight a particular camera. So for instance, this is my front door camera. If somebody pushes the doorbell, it rings the chime, and it also comes on my phone and it notifies me that somebody's at the front door. So it gives me the opportunity to see any packages that are dropped off at my front door, what have you. This is a camera at my lanai, and again, what I like about this is the fact that I can zoom in when need be of a particular area. So if it's a person or I'm trying to see who it is or what's going on, again, I can kind of zoom in and see that. But again, this interface is really easy to use. It's done on either my computer or my smartphone or my iPad, or even on an Apple TV. So you can literally be sitting in your bed, go to the Ubiquiti app and look at your cameras. They also have smart detections. The smart detections are basically a version of a notification that shows you movement. It can also detect if somebody's walking or if a person's walking. So smart detections can notify you, but they're also in this really easy to use interface where you can, just see what's happened recently in terms of people walking or people who are coming into a particular area. Here's me just getting out of my truck, walking in. But again, it's done based upon a person's face, so it recognizes a facial recognition versus recognizing a car or a truck. Here is one of our dome cameras. Again, this is one of the Ubiquiti products that connects to the UDM Pro as well as the power over Ethernet switch. Again, that's Cat 6 cable and it goes into that device. They also do have this is a dome camera, they also have a bullet version camera that can be used for outdoor applications and indoor applications. In addition to the dome camera, Ubiquiti also makes this. This is their G4 bullet camera. It has high definition connectivity. And it's a very easy install. It just has a piece here that separates the body of the camera, which has the PoE or the adapter portion of it, with the actual mount itself. But this camera does allow for very high quality viewing, zooming into a particular scene or a particular image, along with other cameras in their portfolio. They have several cameras, pan to zoom cameras that give a lot of functionality for whatever application you're using. The cameras work very well, obviously, with the Ubiquiti controller system that we saw earlier in terms of adopting and adding those cameras so you can easily manipulate them, give them a static IP address, and control them with both your phone or a computer. In regards to their network equipment, we talked about earlier the UDM Pro, which is the router, kind of the brains of all network systems. Included with that is the PoE switches. Those are the switches that take all the cable connections and connect to the various devices on your local area network. Those are power over Ethernet, and they typically would control a camera like we saw before, or a device like this. This is a wireless access point. This is an AC wireless access point from Ubiquiti. This particular model is designed to be for an on-wall application. They have different types of access points. They have outdoor access points. They have ceiling mount access points, all different types of applications. This one here can be used for an office or bedroom location. What I like about it is that it's got a very small footprint, and this is designed to be lower on the floor next to a receptacle, like an electrical outlet. And what happens is that the bracket goes on the wall, and this adapter here is where you plug in the actual Cat 5 cable or Cat 6 cable, which then powers it up. However, if you wanted to have a wired connectivity to the system, it also has two Ethernet ports on the bottom. Now, one of these ports is power over Ethernet. So obviously we have power over Ethernet going to this device, but then it also provides additional power to another device. That could be a camera, or that could be a voice over IP phone. So again, this is a very flexible unit and has a lot of different functionalities to it. In areas where you don't have a physical Cat 6 or Cat 5 cable, you can use this device. This is a Beacon HD wireless extender. And this is a very simple unit. It simply plugs into the wall, and then utilizing Ubiquiti controller, it actually is picked up on the existing network. Now, whenever you install these devices, you always want to have them somewhere in the middle of your house. So if you have a wireless device or wireless access point existing on one end of the house, you can then install this in, say, the middle of the house and provide wireless connectivity to the other side. So it really can get those dead spots in your home where you don't have the ability to run a wire and provide you good, robust Wi-Fi access at that location. Ubiquiti has a great price point, and their products just plain work, which makes it super easy on an installation, and it allows us to go in after the install and provide great support for our customers. If you would like information on Ubiquiti products for either your home or your business, please give us a call. In Southwest Florida, we can be reached at 239-243-0486. In New Jersey and Pennsylvania, 609-397-6838, or go to our website, www.newcomav.com.